If you have been following this channel, you would know that budget tablets are a regular fixture here. I have tested quite a lot of affordable tablets till now, and I think I will be coming up with more considering their growing popularity. In the tablet segment, India recorded a 65% year-on-year growth, with the sub 20K tablet segment gaining a whopping 142% growth. Plus, as you can see from this chart, established brands like Lenovo and Samsung are now facing tough competition from newcomers like Lava and Realme. And after using the OPPO Pad Air for some weeks now, I believe OPPO will join the ranks next year. This is because it tackles the biggest problem that we have with the budget tablet, the software experience. A lot of budget Android tablets these days are hardly anything but smartphones in the spirit of a tablet body. Even Realme Pad, the best-selling tablet on Flipkart right now, has pretty average software experience. Samsung's tablets fare better in this regard, but they compromise big time in terms of performance and display. And this is where I think the OPPO Pad Air provides the best experience with a balanced set of specs. It starts at 18,000 Indian rupees or some 300 euros for the base 464GB variant, and for that price, what has impressed me the most is the software. Unlike what we've seen on OPPO phones, ColorOS for OPPO tablets is quite lightweight and almost near stock-like. There is also very little pre-installed software except for some OPPO and Google apps. But what I like the most is these sets of what OPPO calls special features that allow you to make the most out of this big 10.3-inch screen. Some of the features here are not new for a tablet, but I really like OPPO's implementation and how convenient it is to use them. Just take the split screen for example. Just swipe down with 2 fingers and you can have 2 apps running side by side. You can even play around with the size and the position of each app, or you can reduce one app to a flexible window. When not in use, flexible windows can be removed to the side to be summoned later on. And yes, you also get a floating keyboard which can be moved and resized based on your needs. Likewise, you also get OPPO's Multiscreen Collaboration that allows a seamless connection between an OPPO phone and a tablet. I used it on my Reno 8 Pro and it worked as intended. You can share clipboards, drag and drop files and photos, similar to what Apple's been doing over the years. Sadly, this feature does not work on older OPPO phones, but with ColorOS 13, OPPO claims that this issue will be resolved. They also teased its latest cross-platform ecosystem called Pantanel, which will include smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, etc. integrated together under one smart ecosystem. Okay, now let's turn to another highlight of the OPPO Pad Air, its design. At the back, you get OPPO's signature glow design with a textured matte finish that does a really good job at hiding fingerprints. Even after using it without a sleeve for weeks, I don't see any scratches here, so that checks out as well. But what really caught my eye is the 3D dune texture, which looks quite unique. As for thickness, the Pad Air is comparable to a mainstream smartphone, and the weight distribution here is uniform, resulting in good hands-on feel. At the front, you get a 10.36-inch 2K display with stylus support. But since I could not find the OPPO Smart Stylus anywhere, I got myself this affordable pen from Vivo. Yes, it has noticeable latency, but it works flawlessly for casual drawings and writings. Anyway, talking about the display itself, as you can see, it has a uniform bezel all around that helps against accidental touches. It's an 8-bit panel, but OPPO says that it can produce over 1 billion colors thanks to its software tweaks. The pictures here are sharp with nice colors and viewing angles, and you also get Wideband L1 certification here for HD streaming on Netflix. But since it is still an IPS panel, you will encounter LCD glow during some darker scenes. Otherwise, the display is good for overall content consumption. You have a quad speaker setup which can be pretty loud, albeit with some distortion. It also lacks bass, but it should not be a problem for watching YouTube videos and such. One interesting feature that I found is that you can listen to songs from YouTube in the background thanks to this little nifty trick that OPPO offers. Now on to performance. Here OPPO has opted for the Snapdragon 680, which we have seen already in a lot of budget and mid-range phones this year. This chip prioritizes power efficiency over raw performance, so I was able to get very good battery life with its 7100 mAh cell. The charging process is, however, a bit slow as it takes around 2.5 hours to go from 0 to 100%. And although OPPO has included a 33 watt charger inside the box, it only charges at 18 watts. Besides, I also found its actual performance to be just average. With just 4 GB of RAM on board, you can experience slight delay when opening apps and multitasking between them. Even adding 3 GB of virtual RAM does little to improve the situation. Gaming is not that impressive either. Lightweight games like Clash of Clans and Subway Surfer work well. However, you will have to turn the graphics to the lowest for a playable experience with demanding titles like PUBG Mobile. But it is to be expected from a tablet of this price. What is important is that it can handle all the basic stuff, including online classes. There is a 5 megapixel selfie camera on the front that does okay under good lighting for video calling. At the back, there is an 8 megapixel sensor that you can use to scan documents and such. Plus, if you are an educator, you can even screen record tutorials and a selfie video at the same time. Okay, this brings me to the end of this review, and what I think is OPPO is making tablets, and that's good news for the tablet industry. And with better software than its competition, the OPPO Pad Air is probably my best budget tablet pick right now. Plus, it is good at what it is designed to do, like web browsing, social media, watching movies, and video chats. But if you are a power user who likes to play games or an artist who is looking for good stylus support, this one's definitely not for you, and I recommend you invest a little more on the iPad 10.2 or the Xiaomi Pad 5. So guys, that was all for our review of the all-new OPPO Pad Air. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Till then, I'm Pratima, and thank you so much for watching.